Jesus God. Bro, I suck. Damn. Well, I thought they were supposed to, was it the film or were they gonna make a series? Because I can imagine a series, I can't imagine them doing a film.
So, okay, so let's see. Due to their commitments to Netflix, Benioff and Weiss, the writers, exited their contract to produce Star Wars films for Disney and Lucasfilms in September 2020. It was announced that Benioff, Weiss, and Alexander will write and executive produce a Netflix series based on the Three Body
Series.
Problem trilogy.
The three what problem? Body problem?
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Is that Star Wars?
I don't know, I'm not trying to figure that out. So, okay, so D.B. Wise, known for Troy, the movie, and he co-wrote X-Men Origins Wolverine, which is a dog shit movie.
It was. I like Deadpool though. No, I didn't. I actually didn't like Deadpool at all on that one. That's great. It's great content.
Okay, so on February 6, 2018, Disney announced that Benioff and Weiss would write and produce a new series of Star Wars films after the final season of Game of Thrones ended in 2019. Towards the end of the final season of Game of Thrones, a petition to HBO was started on change.org. It called, here we go, it called Benioff and Weiss woefully incompetent writers and demanded competent writers to remake the 8th season in a manner that makes sense. The petition eventually amassed over 1.5 million signatures. In the Chicago Sun-Times, Richard Roper wrote that the backlash to the 8th season was so great that he doubted he had ever seen the level of fan and to a lesser degree critical vitriol leveled at Game of Thrones. In early August 2019, they negotiated an exclusive multi-year film television deal with Netflix reportedly. I guess they didn't get. I thought they got pulled, but I guess they.
Maybe everything's on hold right now. Till eventually everyone forgets, right? Because people kind of forget.
Science fiction novel written by Chinese writer. Title refers to three body problems and orbital mechanics. First novel. Blah, blah, blah.
Maybe Disney's testing them right now. Maybe they're like, hey, if you can do this good, maybe we'll check out your contract.
The series portrays a future where, in the first book, Earth is awaiting an invasion from the closest star system, which, in this universe, consists of three solar-type stars orbiting each other in an unstable three-body system. In the system, its single Earth-like planet is being unhappily passed among them and suffers from extremes of heat and cold, as well as the repeated destructions of intelligence. So it's kind of dumb.
Okay. Here's a question. Does most of the frustration from Game of Thrones Season 8 come from the lack of development on how everything changed so fast? Or, because if I were to go to you back in like Season 7, maybe the end of Season 7, and this is before you knew that there was going to be 6 episodes, and then I were to tell you how everything played out, how would you feel, right? Like, Daenerys going crazy. Is it set up? Is that just like something that would never happen? What's the deal?
No. I would. So there is only one scene in season 7 where it's teased that she's kind of going a little mad, and that's when she first comes into the country, and a lot of the soldiers of the, the Queen of Cersei are not bending the knee. So to show force, to take her country back, she kills a lot of them. That's the first sign, quote unquote. But for the past 6 seasons, she's been seen as a liberator, someone who would rather.
Yeah, she's been a nice person. Yeah, of course.
She's been a
not
nice
tyrannical.
person.
Go on.
she wants to break the wheel, the cycle of the Targaryens are bloodthirsty killers.
Mhm.
She doesn't want to be portrayed as that.
Gotcha.
So if you were to tell me back in season 7,
The end of season 7. If you didn't know anything about season 8, and I were like, hey, this is how the show will end. Not even if you knew that the last season was going to be season 8. Just the fact that this is how the show will end.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel?
I'd say you were lying.
Okay.
And people have argued the whole, like, oh, you built it up too high, you had higher expectations and you were just let down, that's why you don't like it. No, I will agree to you though, I did have high expectations. However, it's not the fact that those expectations were not met, they were earned expectations.
Yeah.
However, it's not that they weren't met, it's that they were, I feel that they were shit upon.
Gotcha.
And pissed to the wind. That's my whole point of it. Like, yeah, did I build it up? Yes. Did I overhype it? Probably. Was it warranted that I could do that? Yeah, probably. It's been a banger of a show.
Gotcha.
And that's the pile of trash that we get. Yeah. It hurt.
So I talked to my grandma last time I was in California, and I was like, hey, if they did anything with Game of Thrones, do you think that there'd be enough, like, fan watchdogging or like eyeballing? Like, do you think that if they were to make a season that people would just, like, not watch it out of spite? Like, not people, but, like, do you think enough people would not watch it out of spite to kind of, like, quote-unquote have that season fail or whatever the fuck they're planning on doing? Because I actually don't know what's happening with Game of Thrones post that.
I think that... So, there's a new series that's being written.
Yeah, I hear something happening. I don't know what it is.
It's called, like, the Dance of the Dragons or something like that. It's, like, the start of the Targaryens, like, taking over Westeros.
Gotcha.
I don't have high hopes for it.
Well, you think that enough fans will not watch it out of spite that it'll fail, or
I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of people that watch it out of spite.
Watch it out of spite, or not watch it?
Not watch it out of spite. I have a feeling that that's gonna be a lot of people's point of views.
Gotcha.
So.
Right. Anything else you want to talk about?
That was a good hour-long rant on Game of Thrones. I haven't done that in 2 years.
Yeah, I just wanted to unearth those dark feelings because
I want to rip that fucking Band-Aid off. Dude.
Well, I was having a blast when my college friend was like trying to fucking tell me all about it. And I was just like, yeah, I never watched the show, but
seen me at the end of, you should have seen me in 2019, man. I was fucking losing it at work. Yeah, I was losing it.
It's strange. I think we were chatting 2019. Just wondering, you know, I never got this out of you before. Huh? Strange. Well, good to know. Right. Yeah, neat. Grandma, super huge Game of Thrones fan. She's also a cool person, so it's also fun to hear her fucking rant about it. But yeah, everything. Yeah, she was definitely fucking showing off or talking about all the memes. It was anti Game of Thrones. The memes are good.
The subreddit is still live today with
shitting on 8 of season 8. Oh my god, I'm punching these things. Why am I punching these things?
Still going strong too, and I love it.
Beautiful.
Right.
I'll post that on the YouTube for you, okay? It's really more so for me, but yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.